Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another reading vlog. I really hope you guys aren't sick of seeing these. I feel like I film so many reading vlogs on my channel and ones that are more just like mood reading. Like I never film a lot of challenges. Like sometimes I'll do like a pages a day sort of challenge, but yeah, it's mostly just cozy, bookish reading vlogs that I film. So I hope you guys are okay with that. Welcome back to another one. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos, then that's very good because I love to film them. I'm just about to make myself a nice hot cup of coffee and then read my book. I'm just over halfway through Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan, and guys, I'm actually loving it. Obviously, I purchased this book with the intention of liking it, but it's always a really pleasant surprise when I end up liking it a lot more than I anticipated. The main guy, Archer, something very tragic has happened to him as a child, and you don't really know the extent of it just yet. I'm hoping you will find out. I'm sure you will. Our main girl, Bree, she's just moved to this small town to kind of get away from something because something very tragic also happened to her. So both of them are sort of going through their own kind of trauma, and it's the love story between them. Thoroughly enjoying it, excited to get back into the story. Guys, just before I make my coffee and start reading my book, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for commenting the nicest comments in the entire world. Story time. So I had actually got back from a trip and I went back to work. This is October last year. I went back to work. Me and like 10 of my colleagues, we all got taken to this kind of meeting room and we're all told that all of our jobs had just been made redundant. So that honestly sucked. And then they were like, oh, it's made redundant. Your last day will be in 2 weeks. I was like, and with the market and stuff, like it was a really bad time to not have a job. Like it just took a while to get my new job. So I wasn't working for 2 months. And in that 2 months, I had an epiphany. I was watching BookTube. I was like, you know what? It's finally time for me to start my YouTube channel. I just felt this burst of courage, like something in me just struck. I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to waste time anymore. I've always wanted to do this and I don't want this to be a dream that just dies. So I had finally made the decision to start my YouTube channel. But also at that time, I really didn't want to spend money on a camera and a tripod and like just a lot of stuff. So that was sort of holding me back, and I was talking about it with my partner and he was like, you know what, your birthday and Christmas is coming up. My birthday is December 30th. It's just right after Christmas. And my partner was like, for your birthday / Christmas, I will get you a camera and you can officially start posting long form. In those 2 months, I was just so excited waiting for Christmas and my birthday, and I started posting shorts in the meantime. I think I gained around like 1,000 subscribers just from posting shorts. And then I got my camera on Christmas Day. I posted my first ever long form on the 27th of December 2023. So July is just about to be over. So it's officially been 7 months of me being on YouTube, and just the fact that 10,000 of you are watching my channel and commenting the nicest things, I can't even tell you how much it means to me. I wake up every day with a smile when I'm reading my comments. Like I'm just flabbergasted that so many of you love my content, care for what I have to say. So yeah, just thank you so much. You've made me so happy. I can't even express to you how happy and how fulfilled I feel making these videos. Like it's honestly quite difficult for me to put into words what this means to me and what you guys mean to me, and just your support and your kindness. Just thank you so much. I'm gonna make myself a coffee, sit down and do some reading, which I'm really excited to do. It's quite a gloomy day. I love winter. I really do, purely for like the cozy reading vibes. Exquisite. I think we'll do this sort of cozy blue mug. It matches my nails. My book is blue, so. Also, my jumper is navy, so I'm feeling just a little bit blue, but in a good way. Not like sad blue, just like a good blue. Okay guys, coffee is made. And now it is time to start reading. I am up to a part in the book that is very tense. If you've read the book, I'm up to the scene where Archer goes to the club. That is all I'm gonna say. If you've read the book, if you know, you know. This scene is giving me like I'm literally like biting my nails reading it. I've only just started the chapter where this scene happens. So far, I'm not liking the way that it's going. I'm getting a bad vibe from Travis. That's all I will say. If you know, you know. Please comment if you do know which scene I'm talking about, if you've read the book, but don't put any spoilers in there. Just be like, yeah, that scene. Let's get to it. Oh no. I will say I do really appreciate when a book gets like a visceral reaction out of me, and this scene is really making me like nervous and like annoyed. I'm feeling many emotions reading this. Sorry guys, I'm not normally as reactive, but for some reason this scene is like really... I can't say anything because otherwise it will be spoilers. You'll feel so many emotions reading this scene, like angry, but then also like conflicted for Archer, because it's like... I can't say. This is not a very peaceful reading experience, I will say. But again, I am really enjoying the book. Something about this book that reminds me of Nicholas Sparks. You know, that really famous like romance author. He wrote A Walk to Remember, The Notebook, The Vow. I'm probably forgetting a few. Like, he was at the top of his game like 10, 15 kind of years ago. There's just something about this book that reminds me of his books. One of them moved to like a small town to kind of get away from everything, which is what happens in here. And then they fall in love and they have like this, you know, very beautiful, sort of unique kind of love story where they're sort of like helping each other through whatever they've been through. It reminds me of that, but like in a very nice way. Sorry guys, I just need to Google his books. I know I'm forgetting some big ones. Notebook, A Walk to Remember, The Longest Ride? Couldn't tell you. The Best of Me, Dear John, Safe Haven, yeah. The Last Song, oh my god, did I love that movie, with Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. The Lucky One. I don't know if all of those were books. I'm sure they were, and they just got turned into movies. Sorry guys, I'm going off topic. But yeah, this book, the concept of it really takes me back to Nicholas Sparks. Spark? Girl. Nicholas Sparks. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I actually am really enjoying this book. Again, I didn't think I would really enjoy it the way that I do. There's some parts of it that I don't fully love, but I am eating up the story. Like, I'm so interested in both the characters. I enjoy the writing. I'm having a very pleasant experience reading this book. Well, there are some scenes that aren't pleasant because they're making me angry. I really care for the main guy. Archer is just the sweetest little angel, and I want to protect him. Hello my friends, so I'm actually almost finished Archer's Voice. I'm on page 338. I did a lot of reading while I was waiting for my video to export and all that kind of stuff. My laptop takes ages to export videos. I've only got like 40 pages left and I'm really enjoying it, guys. I'm just gonna finish this book and then have a quick shower and yeah. No.
It's been a long time, but I remember it well. Just like
guys, this is not what I need when I'm already on my period and I already feel emotional.
Now 10 years have passed and we're still locked in time. I don't take for granted the years that go by.
That last 40 pages took me on a roller coaster. A roller coaster of emotions, people. Like, that was... They did me dirty. But I'm finished. That was a fantastic book. I actually really enjoyed this book. Like, a lot. I loved it, actually. I'm gonna sit on my rating, but I do think I'm gonna give it a 4.25 or a 4.5. We'll see. I actually really love that book, guys. Guys, I need to read a fantasy romance. I feel like I haven't read a fantasy romance in so long, and that's not necessarily true. I've actually read 2 this month. I read Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, but that was like at the very start of the month, and then I also read Reckless by Lauren Roberts. However, that really lacked in the fantasy department. Like, I don't even know if I will consider that a fantasy romance. I just read a romance, and then before that I read Memoirs of a Geisha, and then before that I had read Lessons in Chemistry. I also listened to the audiobook of Girl with a Pearl Earring, which is a historical fiction. It is a historical romance, but I would say it's more like historical fiction. No, it's not really a romance. It's just historical fiction. Kind of romance. I've had a very good reading month in terms of genre, but now I am itching for a good, fast-paced, action-packed fantasy romance. Okay, besties, I got my Kindle and I know which book I'm going to be reading. I think a few of you will be pretty happy because I've had a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've had like a handful of my subscribers recommend this series to me, and it's finally time. I'm gonna read Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is the first book in the Kindred's Curse saga. This book is on Kindle Unlimited, so you know, it's free, why not? And I've also really missed reading on my Kindle. I feel like I haven't read on my Kindle in like over a month. I feel like it's just been a long time, and there's nothing like reading on your Kindle sometimes. Like, it's so easy. You can read at night, you can read in the dark, you can read like laying on your side. Like, it's just phenomenal. And I also want to try reading like a lot more books on Kindle Unlimited so that I can recommend you guys some and let you know which ones are good, etc. I know that this is a fantasy romance. I think it's meant to be fast-paced and action-packed, and I need that. I'm really in the mood, so I'm very excited to start this. Hello, my friends. So, reading update. I don't have much of an update. I started reading Spark of the Everflame just before bed and I fell asleep. I am 4% in, which is page 11. So I really don't have an update in terms of what the plot is about, how I feel about the book, nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself a coffee and do some reading, because from the 11 pages, I really enjoyed the writing style, and I really enjoyed how kind of fast-paced the book seems like it's going to be going in. Even the way that like information was told about like the history of this kind of kingdom fantasy world, it was done in a very like easy to absorb kind of way. So I do think this is going to be one of those fantasy romances that is like easy to follow. I'm hoping. I'm not in the mood for like a very confusing fantasy where I have to use like a lot of brain cells. Something really cool is I think their kingdom or whatever is called Imarian, and they've got different realms in this land. So they've got one called Lubnos, which is the realm of light and shadow. They've got one of beast and brute, of root and thorn. They've got a realm of sand and flame, one of mind and secret, sea and sky, thought and spark. I only had like little dribbles about the sort of different realms, but so far I am really enjoying that aspect of the book. I have a very good feeling. I've got a very good hunch about this book. I know I'm only 11 pages in, but sometimes you just get that hunch. Make a coffee and do some reading because I am very excited to kind of get back into this world, just know a little bit more about it. Hello besties! So, reading update, still reading Spark of the Everflame. I'm 24% through, which is page 100, and I am really enjoying it so far. I'm really liking how fast-paced the story is. It kind of gets into it straight away. You find out about like what's kind of happened in their society. So it's set in this world called Imarian, and it's kind of separated by mortals, so like normal people. It's so funny because the normal people have like brown hair and brown eyes, and like the higher ups, like the more special people, you know that they're special. They're called descendants if they've got like blue eyes or green eyes or just some sort of color. I was like, okay girl, okay. So in this world, I would not be a descendant. I would be one of the mortals, one of the peasants, if you will. That's kind of how their society works. You know, in fantasy romance, there's always like the elite group of people and then like the sort of lesser than. So yeah, you've got the descendants and then you've got the mortals, and their world is split up into 9 different realms, which is so cool. So I think I talked about this yesterday. You've got the realm of thought and secrets, is that what it's called? And then you've got the realm of like light and shadow, and then like just different sort of realms, which I really enjoy. And I want to learn a bit more about the realms. Like she sort of like touched on it here and there and kind of like dribbled some information about it. I'm definitely keen to like learn a little bit more about like the backstory of the sort of society that they live in. I find it very fascinating. I really like our main character so far, and I think we've just met the love interest. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we've met him, and yeah, it's sort of just about to get into it. What's kind of happened is her mom was sort of serving to the palace. So her mom is also like immortal just like her, but she was working as a healer, and she was working as a healer for the king, and the king has died. And so this is not a spoiler, by the way. Her mom has gone missing. We don't know where she is. Her mom sort of gave like a life oath to the kingdom, like kind of sworn her life away, being like, I'll work for you forever. But now that she's gone missing, her daughter, which is our main girl, has to take her place. So she is just about to go off to the palace and work as a healer there. And that's kind of what's happening in the story so far, and I think this is when the story is going to actually start really kicking off. So I feel like I'm just about to get into like the meat and the potatoes of the story, so I'm very excited. I'm hoping to finish this book today. Potentially ambitious, but I don't have any plans this evening. All I want to do is go to the gym. I think I'm going to try to finish it today. It is currently my lunch break. If you guys don't know, I live very close to my office, so I do just like walk home on my lunch break sometimes. And I'm just gonna make myself a coffee, eat some leftover food, do some reading for like 30 to 45 minutes because I'm really enjoying it. And when I come home from work, I'm just gonna read. Iced coffee time. Sensational. Iced coffee. We've got our Kindle, and I've never been happier. This is my happiness right here. Like, I just love books. I'm really in like a big reading mood. I just want to read. I just want to consume books. Books are genuinely like my passion. Like, I love them. I just love it. It's the best thing ever. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up and do some reading. My god, it tastes good today. What the hell? I think because I'm using a new glass, it just tastes delicious. Also, just like the sound of iced coffee. Ugh! Hello guys, so it is 5 p.m. I just got home from work and I quickly got changed into my gym gear just because I really want to go to the gym tonight. I really need to move my body. Sorry if it's quite noisy, by the way. I've just put the heater on. I turned all my lamps on because it's getting dark. If you don't know, it's winter for me in New Zealand. Got no plans tonight. All I need to do is go to the gym and wash my hair and cook dinner. So I actually do have like some, not plans, but I've got like, you know, life things to do tonight. My fiance is actually away for the night. He is just traveling for work. He doesn't travel for work a lot. Every now and then he has to travel for work because the company he works for is launching in different cities around New Zealand. Anyway, it's me, myself, and I tonight, which means I'm gonna get lots of reading done. I am now 38% through Spark of the Everflame and I am determined to finish it today. I'm on page 160, so I think I could easily finish it today. It just flies by reading on your Kindle, like it's so fun. I don't know why, I've really missed reading on my Kindle. Update on the book, it's just getting better and better and better. Each chapter I like it more and more and more. I'm really loving like the fantasy element of this book, like the backstory about the world that they live in. I'm really loving the main character, and yeah, I'm really loving the writing as well. I'm just really enjoying this book, so I'm very happy about that. I am just gonna lay here, gonna lay on my couch, do some reading for like an hour and a half, and then I'll make dinner and go to the gym and stuff. But yeah, it's a super cozy evening. It's just me and my dog on the couch. We're gonna snuggle up and do some reading, and I'm very happy about it. gonna go to the gym now, and I was gonna bring my Kindle, but then I was like, why bring that with me when I've got the Kindle app on my phone? So I'm currently on chapter 20, which is, I don't know if you can see, 59% through. So I still have 41% to go, but that's okay. I do definitely think I will get this done today. I'm just gonna go on the treadmill for like an hour, like do like an incline walk. It's kind of like my favorite thing to do at the gym when I can't be bothered doing anything else, you know? So while I'm walking on the treadmill, I'm just gonna be reading. It's just so nice and easy. Loving it more and more each chapter. It's getting so interesting. I'm really loving where the storyline is going. Right guys, I'm gonna go now and I will speak to you soon. Hello. That was a big yawn. Hello everyone, reading update. Guess what I finished yesterday? I finished Spark of the Everflame, and holy cow, I loved this book. Loved it. Thank you so much to anyone who recommended me this book, because my god was it good. It was so good. Like the last 50%, I think I've already said it a few times, but this book just kept getting better and better and better. I was so hooked. Like I actually could not put it down. I was in bed just like flicking to the next page. I loved it. It ended on such a cliffhanger. I'm so intrigued to see what's gonna happen in the second book. If you've read this book, you know, like the way that this book ended was crazy. I love the main character. I love that it's a very slow burn sort of romance between the main girl and the main guy. I love the political intrigue aspect of the book. I love everything about it. Like I loved it. I wouldn't say it's like a 5-star for me. It doesn't have that 5-star feeling, but it was up there. Definitely like a 4.5 or a 4.75. Like I absolutely adored it, and I need, sorry, there's a hair in my mouth, and I need to see what's gonna happen in the second book. So good. This concludes the reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.